What's up, Ryan? What's up, Ron? How you guys both doing tonight? All right, we'll give it like 30 more seconds, see if anybody else trickles in. Then we'll get to it. Let's get it started with a skinny band. And we're going to step inside. We got bottoms up pull aparts. So I'm thinking of both getting up and getting out. Up and out. Make the rectangle into a big triangle. We got 20. And from there, we're just going to flip it around and get some curls. Nice and easy, maybe 20 as well. What's up, Scott? Welcome. I feel like I haven't had you in class, but maybe one time. Welcome to the party. Let's flip it up from there. And we got extensions, getting about 20. And then we're going to go back down to the base. We got band shoulder tees. Reach up, tap the shoulders, come all the way back down to the waist. Get about 10 of these guys. Once you got about 10 of those, we're going to X up the band, throw it behind us, getting some very light band flies. Should be absolute piece of cake. Just moving the shoulders a little bit. Get about 20 of these. And once you got all those, you can go ahead, set your bands off to the side or down. And let's get some straight leg march. 5 each side. Nice and easy. Just kick a leg up. Trying to keep them locked out. Once you got 5 each side, let's get 20 jumping jacks. Follow up your jumping jacks with arm series. Nice and loose, heavy hands. And straight up in the air. Double 90 degrees, one up, one down. From there, nice and wide, we got sunrise, good mornings. We'll get 3 each way. Big, wide, slow circles. Once you got 3 each way, you're going to stay wide, but reaching up nice and tall for bending bows, and then hinge and reach through. Not necessarily trying to go back, just get up nice and tall, squeeze the butt. Hinge and reach. And we've got 5 each way. From there, let's get 5 squats. Settle in. We'll continue to open it up. Just 5. Once you got your 5, let's get knee hug, quad stretch. Three each side. Just give it a good squeeze. Once you got 3 each side, let's get 5 more squats. And then from there, we got hand walks. Walking the hands out, getting nice and far. Walking it back up. We got 2 passes. Once you guys are all done there, let's get a single pass of goat stretch. Settle in nice and deep. Once you guys are all done there, let's go back to standing. 5 more squats. Then we're going wide for baby makers. Trying to elevate the hips, drive the knees out. Hips go down, chest goes up, prayer squat. And then staying in that wider stance, we got 5 wide squats. Flat feet, knees out, chest up, eyes forward. From there, we're going to get a plank hold, not a super long one, just 1 minute. So go ahead and join me in a plank here in 5 seconds. Find some space on the ground. 2, 1, and we're just squeezing nice and tight. We want those hips to stay tight, relatively low. We don't want saggy hips. Keeping the belly button tucked up into the rib cage. Another 10 seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Relax. All right. So we got some squat stuff today, some pull stuff today, some triceps today, a good smattering of stuff. It's not going to get too spicy in any one area. So our first movement is, there's my bag. We're going to start with some bag squats. So go ahead, throw your bag up on to your shoulders. Now let's get just 5 bag squats. Regular old squat, try to stay upright, getting 5. And we're going to line that up with some bag squat jumps. So I'm trying to pin it down just a little bit so it doesn't go flying off my shoulders. I squat, I accelerate, and repeat. Let's get 3. 3 bag squat jumps. I apologize, guys, if I'm sniffing excessively. Started to get some allergies creeping in. Got that nasal drip going. Hard to get under control. Okay, so let's put together this first set. 16 bag squats plus 8 bag squat jumps in just one little circuit. Okay, whenever you guys are ready, guys, no special timing, no special counting. Just getting through your reps. Trying to settle in, keep the feet flat. That bag is going to want to push you forward just a little bit, so it's trying to stay as upright as you can. Once you got your 16, right into your bag squat jumps, trying to accelerate through the ceiling, and link them together. Okay, from there, we're going to grab our fat PVC pipe. And I'm going to go for maybe like a medium band, like so. Looping it through the bottom rung. And I've got my water ski toe. So that band is looped through, cut in half. You'll have 2 angles. Thread your pipe through to make this situation here. Once you guys got that, go ahead and just rep out, I don't know, 5 or so reps. You're thinking of sitting down into it so that you can get some good range of motion. Taller I am, kind of it's not gonna be a whole lot. So if I hinge, bend over, throw my chest forward, I'll be able to pull through deeper range of motion. Just gonna check everyone out, make sure everyone's got a good plan of attack. And if you like what you got and it feels good, go ahead and get 24 reps. So just link all the way through and get the whole set. You're thinking of having a wide grip, driving back with the elbows, and then pulling into about the belly button, low rib cage. It's going to give you the most range of motion, bang for your buck on the movement. Once you got those, Go ahead and relax, let the band and bar settle. Get your trainers hooked up if you don't already have them hooked up. We're going for tricep extensions. Easiest way to think about this. My elbows stay fixed in place. My hands drift behind the head and I push them back out as opposed to getting into kind of like a push-up. Want those hands way out in front. Allow the hands to settle behind the head and then drive. Very important here. I want to think slow, squeeze, slow. So that negative always slow, squeeze it back out, slow once again. And we are getting 14 reps. Way to dig in there and get those triceps. So just be patient with it. Try and find that burn. You walk yourself towards the wall to make it a little more challenging. Walk yourself away, be a little more upright, make it easier. Find that sweet spot for 14. Oh, good times. All right, guys are looking good. Those are 3 movements. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward stuff. We won't race through it too fast just to give a bit of separation, a little bit of rest in between. These aren't crazy taxing movements, but we got an abundance of time. So we'll just shoot for some high quality sets here. 16 squats, 8 jumps. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and knock them out. Once you got your 16, get those jumps all the way down, accelerate. Woo! That's definitely going to be the tougher one. All right. Whenever you guys are ready, getting into those rows once again. Get a nice wide grip. Walk it back. Sink the hips in and pull to contact. If you can even get like a little 1-second pause and then that nice slow retreat on the way back, that is the way to go about it. The deeper you fold over with your chest, the more range of motion it's going to buy you. But it's also going to be the most demanding on the hips, hammies, and back. So truly, whatever you can manage to get the most range of motion without compromising your position. Okay. Once you guys are done there, tricep extensions. Move the feet around, try some different stuff. See which angle you like the best. Those last 3 to 5 reps should be scorching on the triceps. So if you finish and you just barely got a burn, walk it to the wall a little bit, go a little slower. Find a way to get some tension in those triceps. All right. We're getting through 4 sets of this. By the by, 2 sets down, 2 to go. That squat set's a little sneaky. Get that heart rate going in no time. All right. 3rd set, 16 squats, 8 jumps. Let's knock it out. Okay. Good times. I'll get the heart rate going. Okay. Banded rows. Set 24. Whew. Oh, spicy on the arms and lats. All right. Tricep extensions. $14. Settle in nice and deep. Give it a good squeeze. All right. Okay. One more set, guys, whenever you're ready. I'm going to take a beat before I get into it. Seems to be sneaking up on me. 16 squats, 8 squat jumps. Final set. Final time through, and then we'll move on to some other stuff. Best set yet, guys. Nice deep squats. Chest up, eyes forward, knees out, settle in. All right. Rows. We got 24. Okay. Alrighty. Once you're done there, final set of extensions, you know what to do. Allow that head to settle. Allow the hands to settle back behind the head. Get a good push out. Hold it there for a moment. Lock them out. All right. Feeling nice and pumped up in the triceps. All right, guys, take a very quick moment, grab some water, let that all settle in. We'll get into our next thing here in just a moment. We need our trainers. They can be set up probably just how they were. From there, let's get a couple of lunges, just two each side. Finding your tension, a little unilateral, focusing on that front leg. So part of it, you guys can just get two each side, it's totally fine. So what we're going to be focusing on is a single leg thing. And so we're going to work our way up to it. And anything along the way is appropriate, starting super easy. Okay. From there, let's go lunge step back, just two each side. Tap, stand, two each side. That's it. Lunge step back, no trainer. So you can drop the trainer now. Makes it marginally more difficult. Just two each side. From there, I'm going to go back, but I'm not allowed to touch my back toe to the ground. Going for a shrimp squat, foot stays high, and let's get two each side. So I'm basically doing a backwards step lunge, but that foot cannot touch. Trying to keep the foot elevated. A little more balance required, a little more strength in the leg, some tension across the hamstring. Just two each side. And it's debatable whether or not that or what I'm about to show you is more difficult. It's kind of up to you, a bit in the eye of the beholder. But our final thing is going to be standing in a fairly narrow squat stance. I'm all the way up, full tension. I pick a leg. One goes in front, one stays up. Let's give it a shot, guys. Let's go two each side. I'm trying to settle my butt all the way down, keep my front leg free and clear off the ground. Let's see how it goes. This might be more difficult than the last one. It might feel slightly easier than the last one. It really just kind of depends on how you're stacked up personally. So I encourage you to bite off something big, guys. Try and do something aggressive. But as it poops out, as the form breaks down, regressing to something before it. Okay, so if you got something you like, let's go 10 each side. You can do them all in a row. You can alternate, totally fine, up to you. The trainer is here so that you can use your upper body a bit. I'm just gonna check everyone out, see how they're approaching it, see what looks good. So it looks like everyone's going for the shrimp squat, which is good. It makes it easy for me. So what you're thinking of is trying to reach with that back leg in order to keep it up. So if I'm a little bent over, that's totally fine. That's actually going to get more glute engagement on that front leg. So let's get that 10 each side. We'll move on to the next movement. Reach back with your back leg. A-okay to fold it over a little bit. And in general, you guys are just looking to find some control, find some balance, make that front leg work. Try not to assist with your back leg. There's that temptation to kind of drop that toe and pivot off a little bit. Okay, so that's movement number one. From there, we're going to grab our short handles. Where's my other short handle? There it is. And I'm going to go with the same band I had a moment ago. I'm looping this up into my top attachment. I'm taking a seat. And so I've got my hands are independent. You could just grab the band too. That's totally fine. I'm looped. I got my handles. I take a seat. And from there, I'm going 1.5. 1.5. 1.5. Long one and a short one. Let's give it a try, guys. Let's see how it goes. We're getting 12 reps. Just want to see how everyone gets set up. We'll knock it out. Nice deep pull, half pull. I like to think of even kind of leaning forward into it. That allows my arms and my lats to get nice and long so I can pull nice and deep. And so you'll tend to be fairly strong here. For in the second set, if you want to add some additional bands or loop in a different band, it'll be totally fine. Just getting 12 reps. Let everyone finish their set. Next piece of equipment, we're going to go back to that long handle. I'm loading it up in my same exact top anchor I had just a moment ago. I'm probably not going to get super wide with the band. Keeping it like so, just because the tension on this is going to be a lot more difficult. And from there, I'm going for a straight arm lat pull down. So I fold over and I'm pulling this into my hips. My elbows don't bend at all. I'm not rowing. I'm trying to make a big sweeping arc with long arms. Let's give it a shot, guys. We're going for 18. You can fold over to the extent that you basically start with your hands almost up overhead. Gives you a nice long range of motion. Some great lat engagement. We got 18 reps. Pulling it right down to mid-thigh. It might be thigh, it might be waist. Really just depends on what your angles are. And try and squeeze and hold. The band is going to want to make that leap off your hips. Try and control the band. Band does not control you. Oh, man. Spicy. All right, those are our movements. We're getting 3 sets. Whenever you guys are ready, back to your, I think everyone was doing shrimp squats. Back to your shrimp squats. If you want to try those single-legged pistols with that leg forward, fantastic. Whatever works for you as a viable mechanic on that single leg. The leg either goes back or it goes forward. You can even alternate them. That's fine. Guys looking good. I like the control. I like the slow tempo. Even if that means you don't do quite as many reps, that's totally fine. Quality above all else. Really getting in to this kind of more interesting dynamic element of your squats. Once you guys are done there, grabbing those shorties. Seated, 1.5 rows. We're going for 12 of them. If you want to add some band in, you want to sit a little further away to increase the resistance, by all means. It's not a ton of reps. Once you got 12 of those, switching up to that long bar. Straight arm lat pull downs. Find some tension. Narrower hands, narrower band, less tension. Wide hands, wide band, more tension. Obviously, you can walk it away from the wall one way or another, trying to keep arms locked out. Find that bar to the mid-thigh. Control the band. Band does not control you. Let's get some good squeezes. We got 18. Ooh, man. Oh, that back-to-back. Lats are getting all fired up. Feels good. Okay. All right, guys. One more time through, and then we got a bit of conditioning. We got our shrimp squats or trainer squats or trainer pistols. Try and make them as challenging as possible, guys. Final set. If you can kind of dangle the trainer in your fingertips just to give a bit of feedback, that's good. Maybe you can even go to one arm. That's great. Tinkering with how to get the very most out of the position. Above all else, control, smooth, balance. All right, guys. Final time through. Little handles. You know the drill. 1.5 on the rows. Finish up with our lats here. Then we've got just a little bit of conditioning and, of course, some stretching to finish it all off. Long handle. Straight arm lat pull downs. Final set of 18. Get some nice squeezes in there. All right. We're done with the long handle. We're done with the bands. Only thing we need now is a trainer. In fact, we could use the trainer for both movements if we so needed. Okay. First movement is a split squat jump, which is basically just the more dynamic, kind of straightforward version of everything we've been doing. I take a lunge step back, I jump, I switch. Okay, so you guys get 3 each side. If that poops out, we got options. Because it tends to very quickly. You can always hop into the trainer. Boom, I got split squat jumps all the same. They tend to be a little more forgiving, a little more dynamic. So one way or another, get 3 each side. Just kind of want to see what everyone's working with. Trainer's generally going to help it keep moving so that you can get this volume of stuff. So we got 30 of those, 15 each side. Okay. Next movement is a trainer row. Pretty standard. I settle back into it. I row. You guys know the drill. No need to warm those up. We're plenty warmed up there. As long as you've got it securely fastened, you're good to go. So we got 30 split squat jumps, 15 each side. Boom, boom. Once you got those, going for your 20 trainer rows. And then we'll all finish in slightly different spaces. So you'll grab a jump rope and you'll jump rope until we all catch up. We'll do just a couple of seconds of jump rope and then we'll go for our second and third round, okay? So grab your jump rope. Let's get 20 jumps real quick. Just kind of get that bound and that rhythm going. And we'll knock this out. Jumping jacks are totally fine as well. 20 jumps. So we're going to go through 3 rounds of this, 30 split squat jumps, 20 trainer rows, jump rope to catch up and all get on the same page. And we'll just kind of start all at the same time again. Should be fairly short and sweet. Okay, guys, no time like the present. We're going in 15 seconds. Fine tune anything that you missed. Starting with those split squat jumps. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. 15 each side. That could always turn into a backward step lunge as well. That's totally fine. Or hopping into the trainer, totally fine. Once you got those, we got 20 trainer rows. Lean back into it, start rowing. Once you got your 20, grab a jump rope. We'll begin our second round once everyone's been jumping rope for a moment. All right, let's jump rope or jumping jack for 20 more seconds. Ten more seconds. Two, one, and let's begin round two. Thirty split squat jumps, 20 trainer rows. Whew. Grab your jump rope whenever you're ready. Here we go, guys. Short and sweet. Last round coming up. Let's find those jump ropes. "30 seconds to jump rope. And 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, final round. Let's finish it up. Legs are gassing. Hang in there. Final round, guys. Let's push through the end. Trainer rows. And jump rope. Once everyone's there, we'll jump rope for one final minute. We'll be all done. Here we go, guys. 1 minute. Ten seconds. Hang in there. A couple more jumps. 2, 1. Relax. All right, guys. As soon as you're able, take a seat. Sit down on your own heels. Toes pointed underneath. Open up those quads. Try and transition to nasal breathing. From there, take a seat. Let's get windshield wipers. Feet nice and close to the butt. Allow that knee to drop down. Open up the hips. Try and be very passive. Scott, I can't tell for sure, but it looks like you're kind of narrow here. Widen it out just so you can get that knee down so that hip can fall all the way to the ground. Cool, yeah, that looks cool. Looks good. Okay, once you guys are done there, we're gonna get a single 3-way rocker nice and slow. So I'm gonna go back, hang out, let my legs dangle. And when I come up, hit a hurdler stretch. And go back once again. And come up, hit the other side. And go back. And find yourself in a seated pancake. Arms just dangling down the middle. Reach over to one side. Arm goes up and over. Other side, reach, arm up and over. And relax. Good times, guys. Well done. Nice work this evening. Nice work, Ryan. Nice to see you. Good job, Ron. Scott, nice to see you here in the evenings. Well done, everybody. See y'all next time.
Thank you, Coach.
See you, Scott.